Hello my lovely creatives, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Stash Dive Tuesday with my good friend Scrappy Adam, and we invite a whole bunch of our other friends to play along with us, and once a week we dive into our stash and use up the onesie twosies. So this is the one time of the week that I don't scrap with a collection. Sometimes it kills me, not gonna lie. It is also day 12 of Off the Board. So today's Off the Board is this lovely one from Missy Witten, and it was on scrapbook.com, and she's got a very, very beautiful, come on focus, on the left side here she's got like little 2x2 squares, and it looks like they're stitched on. It actually kind of looks like she's made like a little triangle and then done some mixed media and a whole bunch of fun stuff. So that's what I'm going to do, only I've pulled onesie twosies, right? So I kind of went with a rainbow from my random single sheets. That's the one cube that I have. Basically the leftovers when I finish a kit, and I have like one 12x12 left. I put it in there. So I've got this blue piece. This is a very old one, you guys. This is probably 10 years old, from Stampin' Up. It was a paper pack that I had got when I was a demonstrator, when I sold Stampin' Up. So there's that one that I have, and the red one. So I've got a blue and a red. I pulled a random green that you can see came from a paper pad, single-sided, not even sure. And then I have an orange one here, which is from an Easter collection from Echo Park, Celebrate Easter. So on the back it was just some Easter journaling 4x6 cards, and my kids are older, so we don't really do Easter, so, you know, obviously I've pulled it for the orange. And then the last two I have here are too close to my heart. This one is from the Happiness Lives Here collection, and it is in the, I don't even know what color, canary. That's canary color. And the back was this beautiful floral. But I've pulled it for the yellow side, and then I have the mix-in from November to December of 2021, and this is wisteria. And then on the back side also wisteria, but I pulled it for the hearts. So I'm going to cut my squares out of this, and we're just going to do a regular old white 12x12 piece of white daisy cardstock from close to my heart. I've got some frames. I've pulled the frame, my little random frame guy, and then I've got some of my floral bits. We are going to do Bee's photo. So I've pulled out my Stash Dive Tuesday random envelope. After last week's, you guys know I kind of revamped it and pretty much did away with the stuff. I went through it and I was like, I'm not going to use this, I'm not going to use this. So I've moved them on, and these were the 4 big sheets of scrap that I had in there. I threw this in here because I know I've got some photos somewhere of sushi, and me and my best friend eat sushi quite often, so I picked these up at the dollar store. We always go to Wasabi, so you can even see I had something in mind, and I never used them, so we're going to get those on a later layout, but I've put them in there. This is all I have left of that big bag of embellishments. Got the wood veneer pieces and some of the bigger items and the stuff that I actually thought I would use on a layout. I have in these Rosie Studios filled notes, so I've got all of the floral die cuts from that. I have a Cartabella Our Family, and this is the die cut pack for family. I also have a Rosie Studios travel die cuts, which might actually stick because this is the vacay collection. I think I'm going to put this over here for my vacation photos. And then I have the leftover from the journaling bits from that Bro & Co. I still have this 12x12 sticker sheet, this 12x12 sticker sheet. I have like, what, 3 stickers on here? Really need to try to get that used up. I have now added in this 12x12 sticker sheet because I found a stack of 12x12 sticker sheets that are just sitting around. This is close to my heart, the COVID one, so I'm going to see if I can get any of these in here, but I don't really document about COVID, you guys. I just don't. This was from our Harry Potter experience. This is Witches and Wizards. So this is probably going to stay in, and I will use this at Halloween for some scrapping there. I have pulled in this. I picked this up at the beginning of 2020 before COVID hit at the last scrapbook expo that I attended. And it is Papercraft Collection Forever in Time, and it was puffy glimmer stickers. So we have Harmony, Enjoy, Thanks, First Smile, and Peace. Because there were two collections. There was a baby collection and this one, so I just kind of stuck that one in there. This is what is left over from the All Boy and Bro & Co. I've got all the stickers like stuck on there. So that's left, and then I still have these natural fiber paper from Stampin' Up. And I don't even know, is there a date on this? Let's see. It'll tell you how old this is. I don't think there is. You guys should really date your stuff so we can tell how long we've had it in our stash. But really old because it's when I sold Stampin' Up, so probably 10 years ago. Maybe even longer. So, I'm trying not to tear this up because these little stickers just aren't sticking on this backing sheet at all. So, that's the stuff that I'm going to try to incorporate into a random layout today, right? So, I'm not real sure what we're going to get used. Might actually use these to like mat my photo. But we're going to do a picture of Bee, and do not judge, but we actually put, I put trend sheets over my couches so that she doesn't tear up the couches and get dog hair everywhere. And then my husband had been doing something in the living room, and he's got a blanket and pillows down, and whenever he does this, and he gets up and does something, she must immediately take over his blankets, and it's just they aggravate each other, you guys. That's just what it is. So I'm going to get this cut down to what looks like to be, I'm going to try to do like a 3x3, because I think a 4x4 is going to be too big. We'll do a 3x3. I'm going to get all my squares cut, get them on, and kind of see where they're going to go, because I know we're going to do like a line here. Maybe I'll make this 4x4 and these 3x3s, because, yeah. And I'll kind of start, what I'm going to do is get the mixed media going, right? So I think I'm going to do, so I kind of want to try to pull, so I know I can find these two colors. I'm going to go get some inks, and we're going to come back. I'm going to match all my inks up to these three colors. So we went kind of bold and kind of faded into a pastel, but I'm totally fine with that. Alright, so give me a minute to find some inks, and we'll start doing some mixed media. So, for my members only portion of my channel, I created some we did some watercolor backgrounds, and this was one of them. We did 12x12, but I've cut 2 1-inch strips off of this one. This is just a piece of random paper from my stash. I've got these glued down. I'm going to go ahead and sew those down. I took the remnants of all of that and backed it, so when we stick this over in this general vicinity, it's going to complete our little triangle. We're going to do the mixed media on top of all of this. But there was a lot of white space, so I want to make my layouts have this really pretty rainbow on each side because I really like this paper. And I was trying to figure out how to make it happen, and I did this on some very flimsy cardstock, you guys. Like, literally not cardstock at all. Because I always like, when I have these type of backgrounds, I mat them on a colored piece of cardstock, right? So, I'm going to take this piece, and we're just going to match it up. So that I can get my border strips that I'm looking for, and I did put a lot of ATG on there, right? And then we're going to do this one. This is also going to make sure it sticks, and no warping. And basically just covering the entire paper. And we just want to make sure that we have the rainbow going the same way. So this is going to be a very pretty layout for me. For just making fun of how my dog's lazy. Alright. I got a little bit of adhesive out there, but then, whoa, after I get the sewing and stuff done, this is going to sit right pretty much like that. So what? I love it. I love it. So we've got a rainbow on the edge. We're going to do some rainbow mixed media. I've got all of my Close to My Heart inks. I've got Candy Apple, Bluebird, Clover, Nectarine, Wisteria, and Canary. To pull that in, and we're just going to kind of do a little bit of what Missy had going on. So we're going to have our photo in this. I might even yeah, this is what I think I'm going to do. Hold on. I'm going to trim this one so it's not at an awkward angle, or like, leftover, so it's even, and we'll stick this right there just to leave the gap in there, because there's, all the gaps everywhere else. And I'm just gonna do the packaging technique, splatter it on there. I'm gonna have to let it dry in between because I don't want it to turn to mud. But I'm gonna sew. Then I'm gonna adhere this down to the bottom piece, and then I will do the mixed media. Alright, so we'll be back with all that. So I've got the sewing, I've got the stitching done, I've done the mixed media, and I did it pretty much into the same as the pattern. The orange didn't really come out over here, but I'm okay with that. I've splattered it in black, and I did realize, you guys, these should have been switched, but it's okay. I think I would probably be the only one that will notice that. So I am going to pilfer through some of my items here, see what we've got, and just kind of, I'm going to try to do a little tone on tone, so a little color matching. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through all of this fun stuff, see if there's anything in this bag, or this bag, or this bag, or this bag, and the sticker sheets, and I will come back and we will actually kind of create, but I just kind of wanted to show you that before we got started. But yeah, we're just going to find some things that are small and one color and kind of get them on the layout. I did see there was a green Happy Times. I wonder if it's still in here. We do have these little flower bits here that are a little tonish. So I'm just kind of really looking for single color items, and that will actually make sense for the layout. This is very, very family oriented. I might be able to get that in there. A lot of darker colors, and it's a bit creamy tone, so that one's not going to work. This is not. There are some blue flowers. So definitely want to pull that. And just kind of create little clusters in the areas where we have our same colors, right? Alright, that leaf is too dark. And I might not actually be able to get all of these blues on here. So we'll just, like I said, pick and choose, go through, look to see what might make sense and what might not. I think we're going to pull the bright blue and go with just the navy because it doesn't look like there's too many navy or bright blue pieces in here. See if we can get some of this stuff used up. So these are just all of those little random bits that we kind of have. I don't even remember where I got these packs. But they, you know, I bought, they were probably on sale somewhere, and I was like, oh, that's a great deal. And it probably was a good deal, but just not for me. Because I'm not good with, you know, like if you've watched my channel before, you know I am definitely a kit collection scrapper. I like to pull it out, use it, and if I see anything that I want to add while I'm doing it, it's totally fine. But a lot of the times, it's just easier for me. So we've got some red hearts we can use. We can definitely pull in some of this stuff. See if I can get some of these on here. And so that's basically my plan. I'm going to go through and start getting some of this on here, and I'll be right back and we'll do a little overview. So I have pulled out lots of random, and looking in the camera, I don't like the way these two are just sitting there. They're not really clustered. They're just kind of, so I'm kind of hoping I can get one of them off, right? Let's see. Without really destroying anything. Kind of make it a little bit of a cluster, right, of flowers. I'm going to pull in some of this wood veneer. Use that up. I've had that around. It was one of the close to my heart collections. So we're going to get this stuck on there. And then we'll get this one stuck down here. So this layout is actually turning out very pretty. I'm actually kind of enjoying it. Although, I kind of enjoy all the layouts, right? So we're just going to get some of these little wood pieces just kind of in here, spread around, and I was able to use up a lot of my stash on this one, which is kind of the goal. So, are you guys playing along? Are you guys trying to get things used up and out of your stash? It's not, I mean, it's not like I'm not bringing anything new in. I just want to make sure that the old stuff is getting used up, and you know, I've set my goal of at the end of 2022, all of these random containers will be cleaned out, hopefully. Have minimal left, and then I will decide, you know, yes or no. So we're not even going to have a maybe pile. But if I've made a mission and a goal and really strive to use all of it up, then if it's left at the end of the year, probably, you know, 90% of it's not going to stay. But here is my layout for today. So we have all of the fun watercolor and dimension, and I even have sewing, and able to use up some of those strips that I made in members only. If you would like to see how we do these member only, my members only portion, check out the little join button down below. I believe it's $4.99 a month, could be $5.99, one of those two. And we do lots of mixed media. And basically, if there's a product that you want me to try, or to show you some techniques that I like to do with the products, this was all done with just watercolors. I'm all about that. So, and we did used to do live crops once a month. That will start back up in the fall, just because summer it's really hard for me to like find time to block out like 3 hours to just, you know, sit and chat basically. But yeah, so please check that out. Check out the Facebook group, and don't forget to check all the other lovelies that are playing along with Off the Board. Again, here is Missy's original layout. Absolutely love and adore Missy's layouts. And here is my creation of it. So, thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.